Hi, I'm RL from MathinSG.com. So in this video here, I'll be going through the 2024 H2 Math Paper 1 question 10. So the full work solution can be found here. I'll provide the link to this website in the description below. So now let's take a look at question 10, which is an integration question. So the first part, you're asked to use substitution to show that the integration of this gives this. So let's do it. So we need to integrate, or we need to use substitution to convert this to this. So there's no definite integral. Okay, so we only need to change this portion. Oops, we only need to change this portion here to x and this portion here to dx. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I know that this is essentially just u, right? Root 4x plus 1 is u, but I need to change the bottom part as well. So I know u is 4x plus 1, root 4x plus 1. So u squared is 4x plus 1. Okay, then u squared minus 1 over 4 is x. Okay, so I can change this to u over u squared minus 1 over 4 minus 2, right? Then next, let's differentiate this, okay? Because I don't really like square root, so I'll differentiate this one instead. So I know that 2u du dx is equals to 4. Okay, then I secretly write that 2u du equals to 4 dx, because I need to change dx into du, right? So I know 2u over 4 du equals to dx, or dx equals to half du. So I'm going to change this to half du. Okay, and I will not show this to the examiner because mathematically you're not supposed to split this up. Okay. Okay, coming back to this, I am going to make this into a single fraction. So minus 1 minus 8 is basically minus 9. Let me just change it to minus 9. Okay, times half here. So this 2 can times this 4 here. Never mind, I'll just put the 2 here. So I can simplify it to tiers. Then when you have a over c plus d, it is equals to dA over c, right? So I'm going to bring this 2 on top. So it becomes 2u over u squared minus 9 du. And this is what we need to show. So shown. With that, let's move on to the next part. So the region R lies in the first quadrant and is bounded by this curve and these lines here. So you're asked to sketch this graph here for x greater than or equals to 0. Give the coordinates of any intercepts with the axis and the equations of any asymptotes. State the region R on your sketch. So let's draw it out. So this is my curve. Because they want x greater than or equals to 1, I also need to include this small portion here. Okay. Okay, then I'm asked to include any intercepts with the axis. So it the y-intercept is at 0, minus half. You can find it using your GC. Then there's an asymptote at x equals to, sorry, this is not 1, it should be x equals to 2. Okay, then I have these curves here. Okay, then I want the area bound by this curve. The lines x equals to 6, which is here, x equals to 12, and y equals to 0.5. So this is the R, or the area that I am interested in. Okay, so I've done this. I've already done all the sketch and show the region R that we are interested in. So next, let's move on to the next part. So you are asked to find R, giving your answer in the form a plus b ln c. That means cannot use the calculator. So if you look at this, essentially what we need to do to find the area of R. So this is part 2. You're asked to find the area, right? So what you need to do, you need to integrate this, right? Integrate y dx from 6 to 12. Then I do not want this rectangle, right? So what is the area of this rectangle? This area of rectangle has a width or a length of 6 units. and here 0.5, right? Minus 6 times 0.5, okay, or minus 3, and that is the area that we want. Okay, so let's do it. So basically the area is equals to y dx from 6 to 12 minus 6 times 0.5. And recall, y is equals to this. Y is equals to this. And already from part A, they already tell us to use substitution, right? So we'll use this instead of this for integration because there's no way to integrate this. Okay, so we know that integration of this is the same as integration of this one from part A, and we know that u is essentially square root 4x plus 1, right? So what I need to do is I need to change this, which is in terms of x, to u, right? So when x is 12, u is equals to 4 times 12 plus 1, which is 49, right? Square root 49 is 7. When x is 6, u is equals to 4 times 6 plus 1. Then you square root it, which will give you 5. So I know that if I were to change this to, in terms of u, it will be integrate from 5 to 7, 2u squared over u squared minus 9 du minus 3, right? Okay, so now that I have this, I can do an integration. So how do I integrate this? Well, this is an improper fraction, right? Okay, so you need to make it into a proper fraction first. So you can do long division, but I prefer this method. So I know that 2u squared, I can write it as 2 times u squared minus 9. So it is actually 2u squared minus 18, right? Then I plus 18 again. Okay, so that it is equals to 2u squared. Okay, so why do I want to do this? Because 2, I can split it into this. And what do I know? This one I can cancel, right? It's just equals to 2, right? So let's not write so much. You know that it's 2. Just straight away write that it's 2. Okay. Then this one, you can just use your formula booklet to find what is the integration of this, right? So integrate 2, you get 2u. Integrate 18 over u squared minus 9 is equals to ln so it's equals to 18 over 2 times 3 u minus 3u plus 3. So use your formula booklet. Okay, then I need to sub it in from set because it is a definite integral, so I need it from 5 to 7. So essentially 18 over 6 is just 3, right? So just write it as 3. Okay, so now what we need to do is to sub in u equals to 7. So I have 14 plus 3 ln 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 plus 3 is 10. Then minus, now I sub in u equals to 5, 10. Then minus 3 ln 2, 8 minus 3. Okay, so 14 minus 10 minus 3 is 1, right? So you have ln 4 over, so you have 3 ln 4 over 10 minus 3 ln 2 over 8, right? 2 over 8 is basically 1 over 4. Okay, So when you have a ln A minus ln B, it is equals to ln A over B, right? So I'm going to factorize out the 3. So now I have ln 4 over 10 over 1 over 4. Okay, so this one is 2/5, right? Okay, so it is 3 ln 2/5 divided by 1/4. So when you divide, it is basically times 4 over 1. So it is 3 ln 8 over 5. So this whole thing can be simplified into plus 3 ln 8 over 5. So comparing this answer here with this one here, I know that from here my A is equals to 1, my B equals to 3, and my C is equals to 8 over 5. So this is the answer for part 2. Moving on to the next part, find the volume of the solid generated when R is rotated through 2 pi radians about the x-axis. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal place. So because they say give your answer correct to 2 decimal place, you do not do the integration. You use the calculator to get the numerical values of the integration. Next, we know that we are going to rotate about the x-axis and we want the volume. So when you rotate about the x-axis, which is here, the formula is pi y squared dx. Okay, so the volume, required volume. Okay, so how do we find the volume? So let's go back to the sketch, which is here, right? Okay, the sketch. So I want to rotate about here. So, but I do not want this volume here, right? So if you look at this line here, if I rotate it about the x-axis, I get a cylinder, right, of radius 0.5 units, okay, and a height of 6 units. So the volume of the cylinder is pi 0.5 square times 6. So what I'll do is I will rotate this about the x-axis, get this volume. Should be here, right? Should get this volume, then minus the volume of the cylinder. So in order to do that, I need to minus the cylinder, volume of cylinder. Then this one is the volume of the curve, okay? So it's from 6 to 12, and y square is basically root 4 minus x over x minus 2 square dx. Okay, don't need to simplify because they say 2 decimal place. Once you have written this, type everything into the calculator and you should get 11.04 units cube when rounded off to 2 decimal place. Okay, this one just GC. Type this whole thing into your GC. Go to math, look for integration, then type this formula in. Okay, then press enter. You'll get 11.04 when rounded off to 2 decimal place.